Hello everyone, welcome back. Happy October. It's been a minute since we just kind of solo chatted and hung out with one another. If you've been around the internet for any recent period of time in the gaming community, you've probably seen this game pop up on Twitch or YouTube. This is Phasmophobia, which is essentially Ghost Hunter's Simulator. And I've been having a ton of fun with this game. I've been playing it pretty much every day for the last week or so, and it's super fun, super scary. I've been playing it with a few friends, and today, since I'm just a glutton for punishment and like to torture myself, I thought I would try solo running this game to see if I could do it and not die, but also to see if I could figure out what the ghost is all by my little self. So that's the aim for today. I don't know how well this is gonna go. I may very well die or get too scared. We'll see. This game is sufficiently creepier playing it by yourself. It's because you don't have that interaction with people to, bounce your in-game insecurities and things off of, so you can't just laugh things off as much as you can when you're playing with other people. So to negate the extra added creepiness, I'm playing this game at about 9:30 in the morning, so I'm kind of hoping that playing this in broad daylight will kind of balance that out. But this could be just an effort in futility, and I'm rambling, so I guess we'll set up a game here. Create a private game, please. I'm only level 15 in this game, and I'm not real sure what I want to bring for equipment, so I'll put together a little list here real quick so you guys don't have to see that because it's super boring. And then we'll pick a location and I guess we'll get started. Alright, so I think we've got a pretty good setup here. I've exhausted pretty much all of my monetary resources here. But we've got a pretty good setup, the typical EMF reader, flashlight, blah blah blah. But I also added a crucifix, an extra video camera, a couple units of salt here, some smudge sticks, a strong flashlight because they're just way better than the regular flashlights, a tripod for one of our cameras and that kind of stuff. So hopefully this will be enough to help us get this job finished. So now we just gotta pick a location. And I'm already feeling nervous. So we're not gonna do any of the big locations like the high school or the asylum because they're just way too huge for one person to do alone, I think, and I don't have sanity pills for that long of mission, so we're gonna do something small, probably this. Oh, it's amateur though, that makes me really sad. Okay, what are you? This is a professional farmhouse, and this is amateur. So maybe what we'll do, just for the sake of progression, is we'll do an amateur for now, and then maybe later on we'll do an intermediate in another video, and then a professional in another video, just so you can kind of see the difference in the three. I feel like that would make sense. So recommended team size 1, no recommended items. It's a small location. It's a 3-bedroom single floor house with a basement. Got an email from a friend. He says there's definitely some kind of paranormal activity here. Head there and gather as much evidence as you can so a ghost removal team can finish the job once you leave. More info when you arrive. So we're going to do this one. And I'm going to ready up and we're going to start. And I'm scared. So I hope the ghost cooperates. I hope we don't encounter too many bugs with this.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. And remember to check the whiteboard for help.
Okay.
New intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Light switching, huh? That doesn't seem too bad. Okay, so we have our objectives. Obviously discover what type of ghost we're dealing with. Capture a photo of the ghost. Find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF reader. That one shouldn't be too bad. And detect a ghost presence with a motion sensor. I can already tell you right now, we won't be able to do that one because I don't have a motion sensor, so that one is off the table. I've done some more investigating for you. Looks like the ghost name is Joseph Clark. This ghost also seems to respond to everyone. I'm by myself, so that shouldn't be a problem. You should be able to use its name to anger it and get some paranormal activity. Make sure to refer to your journal and write down any evidence that you find. Oh my god, I can't speak. Okay, so if we open up our journal, you can kind of see, if you haven't seen this game before, this is basically how this works. So you find 3 types of evidence, and based on the 3 types of evidence that you find, it'll tell you what the ghost type is that you're dealing with. And the types of ghosts that are in this game are Onis, we've got Yuris, demons, shades, revenants, mares, jinns, banshees, poltergeists, phantoms, wraiths, and spirits. And they all have different characteristics. I won't go into detail on all of them right now because that'll take way too long. But that is essentially how this works. Each type of ghost type has its own characteristics and own types of evidence that'll tell you what it is, basically. So we need to find as much evidence as we possibly can, and it's basically a process of elimination. And you can also kind of tell a little bit by the activity that goes on in the house. That kind of gives you a little bit of clues as well. But like I said, I'm a relatively new player, so I'm not entirely familiar with all the spirits and how they behave and stuff like that yet, so this should be quite interesting. So we're gonna get set up with our equipment here. Make sure you take the house key so you can open the front door. And the first thing you want to take is a flashlight so you can see what you're doing in the dark. I'm also going to take probably the EMF reader first, and then a camera, just in case we find the room that we need to be looking in immediately, and then we can start getting some setup going. So yeah, so basically, actually what I'll do I want to put this one on the tripod? Maybe not yet. Okay, so we're gonna open the door here, and you'll see that there's like a timer above the computer here, and that's basically like your time that you have to set up before the ghost starts getting real angry and active. So we have 5 minutes to kind of poke around the house and see what we can come up with before the ghost starts getting any kind of aggressive and starts hunting us down, essentially. So this is the house. It's quaint, it's cute, it's also haunted. And there's a car key in this dish, if I could pick it up. Or not. I guess it doesn't want me to pick it up. Okay. That's cool. Usually you can pick that up, but apparently not. There's a light switch right here. We're gonna turn these guys on. Oh! Immediate activity. Okay. That was, really unexpected. And I'm a little bit freaked out already because I've never had anything like that happen that quickly. Okay, so that very well could be the room. And it just occurred to me that I didn't bring a thermometer with me so I can read temperatures in the house. To find a cold room with freezing temperatures for that chunk of evidence, so we kind of just have to use our powers of observation to see if we happen to just stumble on that. But that was really freaky. Activity spiked to an 8 there right off the bat. So that's a little bit concerning. And find evidence of the paranormal with an EMF reader. We crossed off that objective even though I don't even remember seeing the EMF reader going off when that happened. So I think it's fair to say that we found the room. We're gonna put this camera on here. And we're gonna pick this up. And this is gonna come with us to that room. Activity is kind of spiking a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna go back in. The lights are flickering in that room. I think it's fair to say that we have found the room that is the hub of activity. So, hey man, I hear footsteps. We're gonna just plop that right there. And the next piece of evidence we're gonna look for now that the camera is in there are ghost orbs, which only show up on the camera, but also that only show up in the dark. So I'm gonna have to actually go back in there and turn the light off. So, Joy. Oh. Just kidding, he turned the light off for me. Okay. Oh no, he didn't. Okay. Really? Really? Can you chill for a sec? We've barely started. Okay, we got EMF. Only a 2. That is not enough. We need it to go to a 5. Turn that off. We're gonna close the door just so the door isn't blocking our view of the camera at all. God, that's freaky. So we're gonna go. Activity is low right now, but we're gonna just take a peek and see if we can't spot any ghost orbs on the camera. So ghost orbs will appear as little tiny lights that kind of float around in very like bug-like patterns around the screen, and you can see them pretty easily. So we're not getting anything right now. Oh wait, I think I might have just saw one right in the bottom corner. I think I just saw it again. Yep. Did you see that little light that kind of flew up right there? So we have ghost orbs, which is a type of evidence that we need to find. So cool. And I think it's fair to say that we have found the hub of activity in the house. This is definitely the room, and I'm kind of glad that we found it as fast as we did. Usually it takes a little bit more searching than that. So this is quite lucky. So we're going to open up our journal. We're going to scroll through till we find Ghost Orb right here. And that will already narrow down our options, because not all the spirits have Ghost Orb as one of their characteristics, or one of their evidence types. So we're dealing with a phantom, a poltergeist, a djinn, a mare, a shade, or a yuri. So still a lot of options. We find more evidence, it'll narrow it down even more. But I kind of have a little bit of a theory, I guess, because we immediately got activity, and it literally hissed at us as soon as we walked into that room, which we could say that that's the ghost's territory. And since we immediately invaded that space, we got a reaction from it and we got activity. And it also started messing with the lights. And turning off the power to the house will prevent the djinn from being able to use its ability. So because it wanted lights on in that room, leads me to believe that it very well could be a djinn, and Ghost Orb is one of its types of evidence. So basically, just based off of that, we need to go in with a spirit box, which is the thing we use to talk to them and try to get a response. And we need to try and get EMF level 5, which was that little reader with the lights that kind of lit up. So that's fun. We're gonna try and proceed down that trail of investigation. Oh, look, did you see that? Okay. So we've got the EMF reader. This is the spirit box here. If you don't know what a spirit box is, it's a little machine that cycles rapidly through radio frequencies, and the theory is that spirits can manipulate those frequencies to speak back to you. So you can talk to them through this and hopefully get a response. So what we're gonna do is turn on our EMF reader. We're gonna go back in. I'm gonna be a little bit scared. I just heard something hit the floor. I don't know what that was. Oh, EMF level 3. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drop this on the bed. That is not what I wanted. Maybe we'll put it on the desk. Just in case. And we're gonna see if we can... Oh, I didn't catch its name! Damn it! Hold on. I'm dumb. I totally didn't catch the ghost name to be able to talk to it. Okay. This is okay, though. I want to go back and get some salt and put it in front of the bedroom door to see if we can get any kind of traffic from the spirit going in and out. So we're going to grab one of these. And let's see... Joseph Clark. Okay. Oh my god, I'm hopeless. Okay, we're gonna go back in. We're gonna put some salt in front of the door so that we can see if it's traveling in and out of that room or if that's where it's kind of staying and hanging out. So we're gonna put one right here, and we're gonna put one right here. We're gonna put that here and just put another one right here. That's an EMF level 2, so not quite what we need. I can hear it throwing stuff around as well. We're gonna just drop that. And just for investigation's sake, we're also going to get something else that we can use to find evidence, which is if I can find it here, which is this book, which ghosts can use to write in. And if it writes in it, then... Do you mind? Come on. Stop it. Okay, so... It doesn't look like we've got any kind of traffic coming in and out. Okay, just kidding. It walked through this little patch right here. So we're gonna put the book down there. And we're gonna close this. And it's playing with the door. I don't know if you caught that, but it started swinging the door on me. And let's just go see on camera if we can catch any... Oh boy. So activity rose to a 10 there for a second. So if we were in there, it very well might have started to hunt us. And that's a little bit concerning because the front door would lock and you have to hide somewhere essentially if they hunt. And they can kill you. And we don't want that because then it's game over. Now we can see the book quite plainly. I don't see any writing happening in there. There's still ghost orbs flying all over the place. So I think we can safely rule out this particular form of evidence. So basically we just need to go back in there with a spirit box and keep an eye on the EMF reader and hope that what we got is in fact a djinn. Because if not, we have to alter our methods a tiny bit. I also noticed when I was in there that I didn't see any freezing temperatures, and if you don't have a thermometer like my dumbass forgot to bring, the way you can tell freezing temperatures is you'll be able to see your breath in front of your face, like that mist, and I didn't see that in there, so I don't think we have that as evidence either. So basically we have to try and go in there and get it to talk to us and see what happens. And I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little scared. I'm a little hesitant. Maybe what we should do is bring a crucifix with us and place it in the room. And what a crucifix does is it prevents the ghost from hunting you. So it basically acts as like a little circle of protection for a brief period of time. It's not indefinite. It will essentially run out, or time out, or whatever you want to call it. But a little protection is better than no protection. So I will take what I can get. Do you mind? Alright, let's try talking to it here, because it would appear that it might be nearby. Joseph Clark, are you here? Can you talk to us? Give us a sign. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh. Okay, so we asked it to give us a sign. That is EMF level 5. So, and we have Spirit Box. Okay. I don't know if you caught both of those because they happened very close together and very quickly. But we asked it to interact and give us a sign. It made the phone, the cell phone that was in the bedroom, vibrate, which is interesting. So it interacted with an object for us. But it also set off the EMF reader and set it off to level 5, which is a piece of evidence that we need. Sorry, my voice is dying on me apparently this morning. So we're going to add that, EMF level 5, and that reduces it down to Phantom, Djinn, or Shade. But we also, if you heard it through the Spirit Box, we heard the Spirit Box speak back to us, and I didn't quite catch what it said. It sounded like it said boy, but I maybe misheard it because it all kind of happened so quickly. But it did speak to us through the Spirit Box. And so we add that in, and we get Djinn, which is kind of what I was feeling like it was. So that's interesting. So we got our 3 pieces of evidence here. Our journal is done. Now, if we really want to, we could try and capture a photo of the ghost. But that's really tricky to do because they don't always like to show themselves, and when they do, they kind of can phase in and out of appearing and not appearing. And so you kind of have to just get really lucky. But I also don't want to have the ghost end up killing me or hunting me and then, you know, have this mission fail on us, because that would be very tragic. And I think we've actually done pretty good. So I'm satisfied. I think it's a Djinn. We're gonna go with that. I'm gonna double check that I've got this all filled out. Ghost orbs are still flying all over that room. So yeah, I think we're gonna close up. I hope that I'm right. If I was wrong, I'm gonna be very upset, but we'll see. So to finish a mission, you start up the truck and you leave the location, and that's the mission over. So we shall see if I was right. I hope I'm right. It was a Djinn! Yay! Oh my god, I'm so happy. I actually did it by myself. I didn't die, and I got it right. So we get money. It was just an amateur mission, so it's not, you know, it's not a ton of money, but, you know, a little money is better than no money. But we were right, and I'm really happy about that. So maybe in the next video, we'll try a higher difficulty, solo, maybe a different location, and we can take a look at how that varies from amateur to, I believe the next one is intermediate, and then after that it's professional. So yeah, that was really fun. That wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be, honestly. That ghost cooperated really well, which I'm really happy about, because I was really afraid that it was going to take a lot longer and it was going to be a little bit more difficult to find the evidence. But I guess that's the amateur difficulty for you, is it's a little bit easier to find that evidence, and it's a smaller location, so that helps too. But yeah, that's Phasmophobia for you guys. That's a solo run of Phasmophobia. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Have a happy October, whatever you're doing this month. Hopefully it's nice and spooky for you. I love October. I love scary games. I love this game, so expect to see more of this on the channel for sure. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.